I normally address this at the end of every Floyd's Pickups, but I decided to address this at the very beginning on this one. See, I know and I acknowledge that the subscribers are low, the views are low, and those thumbs up are low. And I know when it comes to YouTube and the sneaker genre, that there's a lot of males and females out there that are way above Mr. Wonderful's numbers. For the time being. For the time being. See, it's not who's winning the war, but it's who emerges at the tail end of the war, the victor. And I must say, in my lifetime, I've been pretty damn successful about stepping out, about raising my hand and victorious in whatever the fuck that I do. See, you guys, the fellas and those beautiful ladies out there, at the end, we'll see exactly who the fuck is Mr. Wonderful and who are all these other fucking wannabes when it comes to the sneaker genre. But right now, you are in witness of the real, the authentic, the one and only Mr. Wonderful is in the fucking factory. And in the words of the great Scott Hall, you know I always give it to you. Hey, yo. Floyd CHAVEZ here. As you can see, Mr. Wonderful's in the FC Sneaker Factory once again to bring you another Floyd's Pickups and another amazing unboxing, right? Because you know what? When it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory, I always drop greatness. But before we get into any of that, as you can see, Mr. Wonderful's looking amazing and feeling amazing. But since we're on YouTube, let's go ahead and take that survey. Okay, so who's out there waiting or thinking that they're going to get an unboxing of the same fucking shoe over and over again, and then they call it and label it the 5K pickup? Okay. So that means you beautiful fellas out there know those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders are here to see Mr. Wonderful not only give you that great fucking delivery, right? And those great promos, but also an even better unboxing. Okay, so we'll go back to that survey at the end, at the tail end of this Floyd's Pickups. But you know what? I must say, Mr. Wonderful is always looking amazing in front of the camera. The skin, the hair, oh, and the fit. And you know what? When it's been coming to this winter, it's been a long winter in California. So I'm actually going to go out with one of the beautiful ladies. We're going to go do a little bit of shopping. I said, you know what? It's one of those gloomy days in California. So Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, and this beautiful cheerleader are going to go out and do some shopping. Maybe I might pick up a couple of things. Who knows? Who knows what's out there? But all I know is right now I'm looking great. And let's go ahead and get on into this fit check right here. So in case you're wondering what kind of t-shirt that you have on, Mr. Wonderful, well, this is, I believe it's called the Silver Drop, but this is one of those beautiful, nice premium Lululemon tees. But of course, like I mentioned before, it is a gloomy day in California. I am rocking this Kath Fulton 101 Komodo hoodie. I absolutely love this hoodie. This is actually the first time I'm going to wear it. And I believe I unboxed this last year. I want to say, don't quote me on that one. But if you do follow the channel, if you do follow Mr. Wonderful, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this. And I know for a fact that I dropped the reel, and I also dropped the short when it comes to this Komodo hoodie. But let's take a look at it in entirety. As you can see, amazing. It is that infinity colorway. Like I mentioned before, this is a Silver Drop Lululemon tee, but I am rocking some nice light blue Levi denim. So there you go right there. There you see how Mr. Wonderful is rocking today in his fit check. And of course, Mr. Wonderful is feeling amazing as always. And you know what? I hope you beautiful people out there, the fellas and those beautiful ladies are feeling the exact same way as Mr. Wonderful. So, as you can see in the thumbnail, oh baby, You see my woman, right? But also you see the packages. So let's go ahead and go into these packages right here that I have in front of me. So you're going to be viewing an actual accessory, an actual clothing item to go along with these beautiful shoes. And I must say, this is one of those older SBs, so I'm just dropping a little bit of hint right there. But let's go ahead and go into this accessory right here. So typically, you know, I have my normal accessory when it comes to this one right here. But I said, you know what, Mr. Wonderful, you need a new one. And then also, I do have a lot of, I typically, when it comes to these items right here, I hardly ever wear a wallet, right? I normally do card holders because they're just a lot more slick, a lot more easy and more accessible as far as, you know, what I'm carrying most of the time. So, but I said to myself, you know what, Mr. Wonderful, you do need a nice wallet. And there's been a wallet that I've been eyeing for like over 3 years. And one of the beautiful cheerleaders, she knows who she is, right? The head cheerleader. She knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this accessory. I've been eyeing this for a long time and I've actually wasn't able to find it for a very long time. And then finally I saw it, and the reason why I've had a hard time finding this because I've been looking for this particular colorway, and I'm so grateful and so blessed that they finally released this one. And it's not one of those, it's a very high-end wallet. Let me put it that way. It's a very high-end one. The first time I actually seen this in person, well, actually I seen it in person before. I seen it in a case, but I never actually got my hands on it. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. As you can see, nicely packaged. I rarely wear this brand right here, but man, when it came to this wallet, it's one of those wallets with that beautiful color, and you know how Mr. Wonderful loves the blue, right? The color blue, the ocean blue. But this is a ferragamo wallet. I absolutely love this wallet. Gorgeous wallet. Very subtle when it comes to the symbol, which I really love, but I just love that fucking blue. That blue is amazing, and it does have that beautiful print when it comes to that. As you can see, it's all blue. And there's actually a little card. No, it actually is into the wallet. It is embedded in there, so it doesn't come out. But just a gorgeous wallet. Very, very minimal. I love that chrome hint when it comes to the Ferragamo logo, but love it. Gorgeous. Even has a little Ferragamo hint right there. Salvador Ferragamo, made in Italy. So you know Mr. Wonderful, he always brings out the best. So blessed to have this. I can finally get rid of my old wallet. It's been a long time. I had that wallet for a very long time, and I just knew I had to get this one whenever I did see it, and it actually came out. Had my eye on it, and I was able to get it. So thank you. I appreciate that. And that was actually a Nordstrom pickup. So blessed to have that. Finally, a nice, beautiful accessory, a nice wallet to go in this back pocket or my front pocket, depending on where I'm at. So blessed to have that. Great pickup. Very happy to finally put that in the closet, in the dresser, in the desk. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go on to this new one right here. New one. They're all new. But let's go ahead and go on to this great package. I love the packaging when it comes to this company. They always do it right. Never fails when it comes to the packaging. Always nice, perfect packaging. But this is from the company, the website, Ssense. Just a great company. And if you don't shop there, I really suggest that you probably start looking into it, because they do have a lot of items, a lot of good brands, solid brands when it comes to streetwear, you know. So let's take a look at this one right here. So this is a shirt to actually go with this beautiful pair of shoes right there. But let's take a look at this shirt. And I'm actually going to unbox it, or take it out of the package, because I'm going to have to get it altered, because these typically run a little bit, well, they do run a lot big when it comes to this brand right here. So I'm going to package it for you so at least you can see it in the entirety. But let's take a look at it together though. So this is one of those Rhude shirts, right? It says New Money Hotel de Rhude. Gorgeous shirt right here. It is a size medium, but like I said, these are all, I mean, from all the clothing pieces that I bought from Rhude, they always run very big. Great material though, but as you can see, look at that. Huge, huge, huge. This is a medium, so that's what's crazy about it. It's a medium, very big. I love that hit though in the back. New Money Hotel de Rhude. So just a lot of great things on this one. Perfect for the summer, right? As we're all in summer right now. Right at this current time though, the weather has been a little bit crazy. But great piece right here. Great piece. And like I said, this shirt is actually to go with this pair of shoes that I'm about to unbox in front of you beautiful people out there. So let's go ahead and go into this one. I love this. So this, okay, let's rewind a little bit. This is actually a Stockx pickup. So I'm not a big fan of collections, right? I'm not a big fan of, like, if there's a collection of shoes that I have to get every single one of them. I only buy what I like. And this one right here, this one actually completes my collection when it comes to this particular SB, because I have all the other ones and they're not going for much money, so which is always a great thing. This one took me a while to get though. The other two I was pretty quick on getting them, but this one, for whatever reason, I think it was the color. I wasn't like too big on the color, but I was just like, I still had to have it. Not just because it's an SB. I'm not the biggest fan of every freaking SB. It doesn't have to be like I have to get every single one of them, but just the ones that I really like. And this was one of those ones where I was like, it was on my radar list to get, but it wasn't something that I had to hurry up and buy. And as you'll see when I unbox this in front of you, you'll realize, like, yeah, that's an older shoe. I'm surprised you didn't have it since the beginning. So you'll go ahead and take a look at that. But let's take a look at this one together though. Let me cut it up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the shoe. But like I mentioned though, this is one of those shoes that's just been a long time that it took me a while to purchase it, put it that way. It took me a very long time to purchase it because I've got so many other shoes prior to this one. I mean, I got the other, I believe there's two other ones when it comes to this specific SB. And this one just took me a good amount of time to get. But let's take a look at it. So it's not too old. It is that purple box. So we're talking about what, 2019, 2020 when the purple boxes were released. I mean, they're still being released, but I want to say this was around that time frame, 2020. I want to say COVID was when the purple box really hit the scene, and I want to say this was one of them that came out. I want to say this was actually the first one that came out. But let's take a look at the box. Like I mentioned, Stockx pickup. But you see that the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, red plum, and I'm having a hard time seeing the other word. Red plum, citron, black, and taxi. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm sure some of you probably have this. Like I said, Stockx pickup, and I didn't pay very much for this, so that was another good thing why I wanted to wait for this one, because I didn't want to pay a good amount of money for this. I mean, there you go right there. It looks gorgeous though. Let's take a look at it together. In case you've never seen it, I'm pretty sure by now you've seen this one already. But there you go, the Stockx tag right there. But there you go, you do got that ACG, right? The ACG colorway when it comes to this one. All conditions gear. Like I mentioned though previously, this was the last one that I needed. I have the other two, I want to say the other two in the collection already. So this is the number 3. But this was one of those ones that I could hold off on to wait to buy, because one, I knew it was always going to be around. And for a little bit there, it was still on the high. It was still on the high, but waited, and perfect timing. Picked it up for a very low price. Brand new, of course. It's a Stockx pickup, but just glad to have this one finally in the collection. Nothing to really brag about, right? But just a perfect shoe to complete that ACG SB collaboration. And then this is the one of the reasons why this shirt was so important to this was for this shoe. So there you go. I mean, perfect, right? Perfect in colors. Just a great fit like always. Mr. Wonderful always delivers, always knows how to style, always knows how to match. I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time. It's just now that I'm actually dropping videos, you can actually see it in hand. So there we go. Perfect. Gorgeous shoe, gorgeous watch, gorgeous shirt. Of course, the only way Mr. Wonderful brings it to you beautiful people out there, the fellas and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders. You know that I love you, and I'm about to go see one of those pretty cheerleaders in a little bit. But there you go. Floyd's Pickups, another one for the books. As always, I'm always delivering some content every day, right? Profiles, Floyd's Pickups, shorts, always delivering for you beautiful people out there. And yes, my channel does not get enough recognition that it deserves, but it will soon. Because when you're living this lifestyle like Mr. Wonderful, it's just a matter of time before you fucking get recognized. And you know what? I must say, Floyd on YouTube is just too sweet. And you know what? If you smell something, it's us. 'Cause we're the stuff. Tune in next time. Why? Why? Because I'm Floyd CHAVEZ. Why? Because I'm Mr. Wonderful. Why? Because I created this fucking channel. Why? Because the sneaker game is my bitch.